So guys, hello and welcome back to another Xplane11 video. Today you join me on the ground in Leeds, Bradford. We're back in the IXEG today. It's been a while since you've seen this aircraft on my channel. It's yeah, I think I did one video on it maybe 6 months or so ago. But, you haven't seen it very much because I've explained this in previous videos more than likely. Well, Xplane and OBS don't get along very well, as you can probably see right about now. Yeah, they don't seem to get along very well. OBS is always very laggy with it, but I seem to have recently managed to kind of fix it. So yeah, it seems to work a bit better now. But anyway, so yeah, we're back in the IXEG today. All up to date, newest version stuff. I'd rather I was using the older version in my last video. But yeah, so the cargo does everything work now, and yeah, it's all good. So today, in regards to the flight, we are heading down to Split today. Split in Croatia. This is LS245 or Shanix 24 Kilo, which will be our call sign for today. So yeah, we're landing at Leeds. Our flight time today is expected to be around 2 hours and 38 minutes. We're taking just over 4 tons of fuel. Sorry, just over 10 tons of fuel, which is enough for just over 4 hours of flying. So yeah, our zero fuel today is also 45.26. And that is 135 virtual peeps that we are taking. So yeah, I believe that's pretty much everything explained. So, without further ado, let's go and hop on the flight deck and get the Takeoff set up. So it's on cold and dark at the moment, so yeah, we're going to power this all the way up. It's at Leeds, so this is, you usually probably arrive at the aircraft cold and dark here. In the morning anyway. So battery on, standby power. Ground power. So the thing should start coming to life now. Cancel that master caution. So yeah, you can see how OBS is a bit laggy, I've explained. It doesn't really like it too much, but what can you do, eh? So yeah, okay, get it all powered up. I'm gonna get the IRS to nav immediately because they take the longest to align, so let's get them underway. Go and do some tests on the aircraft. So some Mac ASP flight test recorder. Test the solar warnings, they're all good. Iron emergency exit lights, no smoking. Seatbelts, yep, seatbelts work. Just testing both of them. Position, we need that on now because there's power to the aircraft. Engine start, ignition can go to the right for the outbound trip. It'll go to the left for the return. That should be on open. Galley power on. Your tablet can go on. All the passengers and weights are already loaded into the aircraft, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, so let's come down to the FMC now, because it's going to take a while to get this set up, because we've got to put the route in ourselves. And needless to say, it's a rather long route. So yeah, this could be fun. So Echo Golf November Mike, which is Leeds. Lima Delta Sierra Papa is Split. Runway 32 for departure. As I said before, this is Shanix 24 Kilo. Departure 32, right by the Lamix 2 Whiskey today. And now the fun begins. So, Lima 603 to Lamso. What I'm actually going to do here is do a quick time lapse, I believe, or maybe I will, or just a jump cut, one or the other. A time lapse or a jump cut, we'll see. But yeah, because it's a very long route, so I'll see you guys in a moment. So guys, there we go. All 5 pages of the route is entered, so that's good. The IRS isn't online yet, so we can't check that, so I'm not going to activate it yet. Go to init ref. Performance, as I said before, the zero fuel is 45.2, I believe. Let's check that. Yeah, 45.2. Reserves is 2.3. Cruising at 330 today. I believe the Jet 2 737-300s are limited to 330 because of their age. They can't climb any higher. They will literally explode. I'm assuming you all know of Charlie Echo Lima India, or the Jet 2 Manchester plane that had the accident next to Frankfurt, or in their depressurised and emergency landing. But it happened twice, so it also happened down at Barcelona maybe a week before with the same aircraft. So yeah, a fun fact for you there. They're very, very old. Like this aircraft I'm flying today, Golf Delta Fox Hotel, this is 25 years old. So yeah, they're pretty old aircraft. And this livery, by the way, is made by one of my friends, Liam. I'm sure he features in most of my videos these days. Yeah, I don't think he hasn't uploaded it as far as I'm aware, so I unfortunately can't get you a link to this. Is that moving? That's moving. That is moving. Is the wind moving it or something? Wow, it is. You just see it moving there a tiny little bit. Stop now. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you can see these instruments here are brown. This is because the Jet 2, what they've done is because all their 757s have been like revamped and favored the LCDs because they want to keep them for quite a while yet. The 737-300s, because all their displays are aging and breaking, they've literally just stole the ones at the 757 and stuck them straight into here. If you look around online, you find a lot of pictures of the classic cockpits that have these in with Jet 2. It's interesting, but yeah, so he's modelled that, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so we'll get the panel lighting on a bit because I want them to light up in the orange colour what they're supposed to be. Auto brake RTO, back down to the FMC, N1 limits, going to climb 1, 26 degrees, 32 degrees, yeah, let's do 32, seems reasonable. Flat 5, there are speeds, 147 is V2, so you can set that in here. Excellent. With this departure, if I find a SID, limits 2 whiskey, 5070 is the initial. Now I apologise that every single time I go on my other monitor, this menu will pop up, because when I hover over the left side of the screen it pops up, and on the right side that menu will pop up. So yeah, I do apologise about that, but that's a thing that I cannot do anything about, so yeah. With this departure, I don't want to have the ILS tune because it's shouting me on rotation, as I found out the hard way. So I'm going to tune some VOR, so 112.1 is the Paul Hill VOR, I'm going to tune that. And then we also want the Gamston VOR, which is 112.8. So these are our backup VORs in case the FMC were to fail on us. So we want to go on a course of 118 outbound from Paul Hill. And then from Gamston, so 81 is it? Let's have a look. So it's Lannex and yeah, okay, so we'll set 0. Actually, no, we'll leave that 319. We just know we need to be 6.2 DME from Gamston, or north of Gamston. Cool, okay, so that's that set up. Let's get one of the fuel pumps on and let's fire up the APU. Release. Okay, we need to start the really old pressurization system. We set if I can go to auto as well. So we need to set 330 here. There we go. Cabin out 8,000 feet. And landing out, we don't touch yet. Now I need to remember to put this into flight before I depart. I am actually going to use the checklist today, because I will forget something if I don't. So yeah. Pre-flight checklist, pins and codes removed, oxygen tested. Instrument transfer switch, normal. Window heat on. hydraulics set, air conditioning pressurization set, flight instruments set, parking brake set, engine start levers cut off, rudder and aileron trim 0, taxi takeoff briefing. It's just me today, but I'll run through that to explain it to you guys in a moment. Fuel pumps are on. Just transfer them as well over here. Get all the bleeds on, packs on. Good. Passenger signs set. Auto brake RTO. FNC prefix completed. V speeds VR137, V1137, VR139, V2147. MCP V2147, heading 319, altitude flight level 70. That is the pre-flight checklist completed. So flight directors, auto throttle. Let's quickly go set this into plan mode. Legs, step. No abnormalities or anything. Nope, that looks good. Yep, excellent. Set up to map. Route page, activate, execute. Set to take off. I can go to legs. And APU is on. Cargo. That's the ground power, but whatever. Okay, ground handling. Let's hide all. Okay, better pushbacks. Pre-plan this. So, I think the best way to push back here is probably going to be nose to the right. I don't know. Yeah, it's got nose right. Okay. Actually, no. Screw that. Nose left's going to be faster, so let's do this. Let's bring it back a bit first. We don't want to like conflict with any of the other stands as we push. Let's make sure it goes back straight for a bit first. Then I'll push out to here.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
I forgot to turn that down. That was extremely loud. Right, start pushback. Right,
ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Yeah, that's insanely loud. I need to turn it down. So anti-collision light can go on. Let's start the block time. Good. We get set. We'll get some plan light on down here actually. Not full, about there. That'll do. Actually, that'll do to about there, maybe. I think. Yeah, that there. So it's not too bright. Okay, configure the hydraulics. Okay, before start, doors and windows closed. Anti-collision light on. Transponder is standby. That's the before start check is completed. Excellent. Actually, one thing I haven't done yet is gotten the Q&A.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
No, mate, I can't be having this anymore. Radio's turned down. There we go. Okay, missile. I've completely forgot to get this. 1015 is the QNH, so set this. 015, 1015, and 1015. Good. That is all set and checked. The winds are 27015, so they are slightly strong. There's some circuits at Leeds just want to get some landing practice in this thing because it's been so long since I've flown it. I'm not the best at landing it, I'll say that. Maybe, there you go, he's lifting us up now, as you can see. Good. Now hopefully you should be quieter. Yeah, there we go.
Release parking brake.
Parking brake released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Excellent. Okay, that's all good. Right. We'll wait till this pushes back a bit because we've got plenty of time. Yeah, cancel that master caution. Okay, packs off. And start number 2. As you can see, OBS seems to be like getting a bit sort of laggy, a bit stuttery with it, and it's not really liking it. Okay, so it's N2. I love these engine sounds, they're brilliant. and fuel in. Oh my god, stop it! There we go. Good, engine 2 spooling up. Let's start cut out. Okay, stabilised, starting 1.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Okay, N2 rotation.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
N1 rotation. .25, fuel in. Start cut out. And the engine is stabilised. Excellent. Okay, so before taxi.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Let's configure all this. APU off. Flaps. 5. Is that set to 5? Hang on, let's check that. Yeah, 5. Good. Takeoff trim is 3.4. About that. Good. That needs to be set to Unicom now. Okay. Before taxi. Generators on. Pitot heat is on. Anti-ice off. Packs auto. Isolation of auto. Start switch is continuous. Recall checked. Start leaves are idle. Flight controls. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Full up, full down, neutral, with a left, with a right, neutral. Flight controls checked, ground equipment is removed, flaps 5, green light, APU is off. As the after start check is complete. Is better pushback gone? He is. He's long gone. So, taxi and turn-offs. Bit of power in, release parking brake. And let's get out to runway 32. So we are going to need a backtrack. We're entering via Delta 1. And I'll backtrack up to the end, spin it around, and go for takeoff. If we use full power, we could probably go from Delta. But I don't want to do that, so yeah, I'll backtrack. Yeah, OBS is playing up a bit today. It's not as good quality as it usually is. I need to see a bit weird. I'm going to sort of actually click on OBS to make it look nicer. Yeah, I can't see anything else that might be killing it, so that's weird. Okay, let's leave that for a start there. Okay, we'll bring out to idle now. We'll just taxi down here at 20 knots. We can get as high as 50 knots in the backtrack, but we're not going to go that fast. There's not even enough space to go that fast, so. And yeah, so runway entry procedure: clear left, clear right, TCAS, TARA. Strobes on. TCAS confirms. Ref radar on, we'll pitch it up by 5 degrees. Let's keep rolling. We're turning it a bit fast here, but it's not too fast, so it's alright. Get traffic on. And weather. Excellent. Mandatory wing view as we taxi out. Okay. We'll just slow down here for this turn. Obviously we don't want to go on too fast here as we swing it around. Okay. To the left here. Just follow the taxi line around, slow down about 10 knots. Okay. Time clear seats for departure. All the lights. That side should be set to map. Okay, we're ready to go. So let's speed a little bit, start the clock. %, stabilised. Toga. N1 Toga heading select. Thrust set. 80 knots. B1 rotates. What's the right? Gear up. Bit gusty. Right, very gusty actually. Oh, I just knocked something on my desk. Sorry about that. Oh no, level change. Retract off. Tax lights off. Good, okay. We'll climb up to 3000 then accelerate. Okay, 3000, let's stick command A in now. Set 210 knots, gear 2 off. Auto brake off. Look at that. Look at the cloud surfing. That's brilliant. Right, flaps 1. Look at that. Flaps up. That was epic. Very cool. Cool. Through 4,000 feet. And flaps are up. Set V now actually. That'll accelerate us to 250 knots. Keep bringing the heading around. Yeah, I've done a few takeoffs in this now, so I'm starting to get the hang of it a bit more. That trim guy's going nuts. Heaven 77 is matched. There goes that stupid menu again. Wish there's a way you could disable that, it's quite annoying. Right, so we're about past 6,000 feet now, we are climbing to flight level, so let's set 1013. So that 3 times. Just coming away, get the engine start switches to off. Turn off and go off as well now. required. About a level up at 7,000. Split 170, although we do still have the output straight in here, so delete, execute. Actually, no, delete, execute. Actually, yeah, that's going to climb us up now. You can see the engine speeding back up. Again, like I say, keep bugging that heading. It's a good habit to get into, just in case that the ATC ever says maintain present heading, you can just hit a heading select instead of trying to like actually scroll around and find the heading. Yeah, it's a good habit to get into. Good. That should be on flight. I told you I always forget that switch every time. Good, okay. So we're flying back like past Leeds now. So if there wasn't any cloud, I'd be like, actually, can we see? We can see Leeds sort of like city area, but can't see the airport. Unfortunately. Here's 9,000 feet. Let's zoom this out a little bit so we can see our route. Excellent. Okay, I'll wait to get to 10,000 feet and then start running through all the 10 checks. Okay, there's 10,000 feet, so lights out. Yeah, I'm going to start sort of like slightly level off now so we can accelerate up to our climb speed. Set 330 in here for our cruise. Past, there we go. Excellent, so we are stable, so we can release the passengers. Good. Split, here we come. So guys, hello and welcome back. We're at cruise at the moment. We are nearly 2 hours into the flight, and it's not planning our arrival now. So yeah, let's come plan it. The winds are 230 and 9 knots, which means we are using runway 23. Now this is a rather fun runway to say the least. It's got an interesting approach. Sorry, it's 230 at 13 knots. That is possible a change of course. But yeah, so this is a interesting / fun approach that we can do. So we're in via the Oclad 2 Delta, or not, it's not Oclad, is it? It's Oclax. Oclax 2 Delta, that's what we're in via, there it is. And then we want the VOR Bravo from the 2-3, transition through Lasso. Now if we come back down here, set this to plan, we'll zoom this back in for the sake of this. step, step, step. You see that arrival there, go around to lasso. No, I don't think that's what it's supposed to do. It shouldn't go to Sierra Leone. What it should do. So yeah, so fine, okay, yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is the visual approach. Because that isn't right, that's not what it wants, that's not what we should be doing from a 2-3 at all. So yeah. And if we go rival, it's just go off what we had already. I don't know, is there a way I can get rid of the transition? There you go. Yeah, it doesn't seem to make a difference, does it? No, okay, let's erase that. So, arrival, you want the... I've lost it. Arclide 2 Delta. Alright. Arclide 2 Delta. So, we'll do just pressure on the 2-3. Leg, step, step, step. That is... close enough, I guess. No, it's not doing enough to Arclad, is it? Or Arclad's even. Arclad's 2 Delta. It's not allowing me to do anymore, weirdly enough. Right, I'll just stick this in. We'll just stick this in. This will be the easiest way to do this. So that's our options for transitions. Where are they? So yeah, okay. We'll just stick to what we had then, lasso, and then we'll make it up as we go. That seems like the best thing to do here. Now, what is funny is 90% of the arrival has now disappeared. It wasn't just a runway 2-3 phase. Actually, that is gone. Well, this is turning out to be fun, isn't it? Arrival. Arclide 2 Delta. You just won't let us have it, will it? 2-3. Arclide 2 Delta. We've got legs instead. See, it gets to there and then just stops, which is rather weird. Okay, there's another way we can do this approach then. So we don't take the Arclide 2 Delta. Or Arclad. I keep calling it Arclad. Arclax. Can do is there's a number of other Arclax approaches which we can do. So the way we're supposed to fly the approach, let me see if there's a way I'm showing you this. Yeah, it's just awkward that doesn't really work on this, but yeah, so if we're recording, here we go. So let's transition this. So this is the approach start here. See, this is what we're doing on our visual or visual. Visual probably seems more sense to me at this point. So we get to lasso. At 5 DME from Sierra Papa Lima, we turn right onto a heading of 051 until we get to 3.8 DME from Sierra Papa Lima, and then we make the turn all the way around visually to the runway. We don't cross 4.6 DME of Sierra Papa Lima. That is what we want to do. Now, obviously, you can see the problem with the approach is given us is that it wants to take us in like this. Obviously, we can't do that. This is the approach what we need to do. Now, it's just annoying me now that it seems to have got rid of everything. Which doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, that's kind of what we're aiming to do. So if I go back and transition back to explain, you go, so yeah, that's what we need to plan into this, that approach. So we can do this mostly using navigators and stuff if the arrival thing won't allow us to do it. Seems weird that it won't physically let us. Yeah, we'll just do that. That is fine. So legs after Oclax. If I look at the chart, maybe we can enter this manually. I reckon we can, yeah. Oclax. Still a pain. Alright, just give me one moment. I'll go and look this up and see if I can fix the arrival, and then I'll come back to you after that. So guys, welcome back. Yeah, I'm still having some issues with the FMC, but I've managed to sort of come up with a bit of a sort of compromise to meet somewhere in the middle kind of thing. So, what I've done, if I stick this into plan mode, see you in a bit. You see, after Oclax, there should be another waypoint that is 90 miles from Sierra Papa Lima. Okay? So, what we're going to do is after Oclax, we're going to turn on the heading of 167 for 6.4 DME until we get to 90 miles from Sierra Papa Lima. And then we go direct to Amoli, and then we follow this arrival round to Lasso. And from Lasso, that's when we pick up the visual approach. Sound good? Excellent, right. So, what we want to choose then is some VORs. So, 115.7 is the Sierra Papa Lima VOR. We're going to need that. Mini VORs we're going to need. Now, we need an ADF. We need Drivenic, which is a 418. Set to 1. Set to 8. It's going to go. Which one does the free number? What a question. There we go. So 4, 1, 8. Okay. So that's one of the VORs that we need. That should be 2000. What's it doing, honestly? There we go. So yeah, that is our ADF that we need. That's just for more DME guidance, of course. So we should have one in there. So good. And then the VOR ADF, which we'll stick on there. VOR ADF. You can see the Sierra Papa Lima VOR there. Okay, so pretty hell, this is complicated. If we got a fix, we want Sierra Papa Lima. That's 115.7, so it's that one. So you want a radial of, oh, actually, that's a good point, 17 DME. Okay, so that's a better bit of guidance. So from Oclax, heading of 167, so you meet this radial and follow it around to Amoli. That's better, yeah, that's a better bit of guidance. Good, okay, so we follow that around. And we get around to Lasso. What I actually want to do is at Lasso. I don't want to try and move this down a bit. Can I move this down? Is that something I can do? I don't have a discontinuity there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, execute that. 1, 2, 3. So can I enter that there? No, I need to put that arrival back in again, won't I? Arrival 2, 3. Let's go Lasso, execute. Alright, good. That's what I want. So after Lasso, what we need is for the visual approach is a heading of 051 for 7.1 DME. And that is on. Yeah, okay, so 051 is the heading up from there. I'll set that to map for a second. Where's our TD? Our TD has gone. It has well and truly gone, hasn't it? Oh, I've messed a lot of this up. Can I join you up? No, I can't. I'm gonna need a way to join these two up, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to get a ascent path if I do. Fix. Can I put Oc? It's in here. Is that a thing I can do? I don't think it is, but let's have a try. Honestly, this is so amazingly complicated. Oh, I can. I actually can. So a lot higher. Yes. Okay. Okay, that's good. So can I? Yes. Execute. All right. That is good. So now I know what Oclax is. It should give me a TD now, and it hasn't. Maybe I need to sort of follow route. I'm gonna have to get this discontinuity. Execute. Yeah, there we go. Got my VNAV profile back. Good. Right, yeah, that's. It's complicated, but yeah. So I'm gonna have to leave it like that then. And I believe I might have passed my TV. It's all got a bit wrong, hasn't it? It just seems to have broken on me a bit. Yeah, I'm going to bring it down a vertical speed here. Let's say 6,000, vertical speed 1,800. And as soon as we start seeing the sort of green line, then we can start adjusting it in accordance with that. We are going to be quite a good race here, that looks like. This is some dumb crazy flying. Bring the speed back out a little bit. I'm waiting to see if the aircraft going up, or we actually are this high. So we're gonna need. I'm waiting to see that green line come in, or the green banana, as some people call it. See the speed rate's all the way out. Nope. Spin it back, please. So we want to keep heading towards our blacks. What I'll do is I'll type this in here. So this guy's a bit of a mess, isn't it? It's cute. Oh, good, okay. We'll move down a bit faster. Good, okay, there we go, that's what we want to see. Excellent. 3,500 minutes, that's good. Good, let's bring us down at a nice rate now. So, yeah, back to planning the arrival. So, check out here, want a DME arc of 4.6 if we can do that. Not arc left. 4, we can't do that. It's closest to 5, so let's do. It's stuck a little bit. That is a problem. Right, let's do one there, but not the other one. Try 4.6. Okay, yeah, I'll do 4.6. Excellent. So from Lasso, it's 051 out to Rorker. Okay, actually, I can put this in here. So okay, after Lasso, stuff that in there. No, we don't do that. There, and I want to replace only 1 3 with that, so okay. Yeah, that's good, that's what we want. We're okay. And then that's when we'll take it fully visually from that point and spin it around. So up. What I want to be at max 170 knots at Roker. What arch should I be at? We're at 3,000 I know at, which is just before that, so honestly, this is what happens when the FNC goes nuts. You have to put all this in manually, it's an absolute pain. Yeah, and then that will go in. I need to do some more research into this aircraft because it doesn't seem to like me very much. Okay, so now we continue forward to the green marker. And then we follow that around. I believe I should probably get the passenger seated, to be honest. Hence, no. Yeah, well, yeah, I think so. We'll keep maintaining this heading. Good. We are going to use max auto brake because it's quite. Actually, no, we use auto brake 3 and max reverse. It's not a long runway. And the braking in this thing is definitely not good. Now, the way this decision height works is quite annoying, so it won't go higher than 999, which is weird, because a lot of MVAs and stuff are 2000, so I'm just going to set this to essentially 1000, I guess, and then that's the closest we'll be able to get. If anyone has any idea on anything I'm doing right now, let me know, because I'm almost positive it's all wrong. Okay, now you can start following that green line around. Excellent. There you go. The DME line's starting to come alive now. Oh, this is a right pain, isn't it? I'm gonna keep the whole recording going all the way from cruise down. Speaking of which, my god, I accidentally clicked on that there. Set pressurization check landing altitude. I need to set that. That is something I haven't done yet. Airport elevation 78 feet. So I'll just come down here. About there is where you want it. 78 feet. That is checked. So pressurization done. Recall check. AutoGate set VREF. We're still figuring this out. D-flap 40. That is at 131. Check approach rating completed. We've done that many a time now. And altimeters are still 103 because we're above the transition altitude. So yeah, we have overshot this turn a bit, so let's just keep swinging it around. So to be honest, we're not going to get down too quickly, so the more space we can give ourselves here, the better. Seriously level change now, so we maintain 250 knots. So we'll keep spinning this around just to give us a bit more room to lose some height. So we'll head back out for a moment and lose some more altitude. I think we are pretty much set up for this approach. Yeah, I believe so. Missed approach procedure, that's going to be a fun one. Okay, so max 185 knots, round to lasso, count to 4,000. Okay, that's easy enough. So just back to lasso and start again. If you go missed. Right, let's get the start lock up first. So at a molly, what do we need to be? We'll spin this back around now. Good. Okay, come go 7 minutes. See, they're very in-depth recording, hasn't it? I mean, yeah, it's might be a longer one, but oh well. What are we going to be out of lasso? And that's not 4,000 feet, 4,000. So let's set that. So I want to reach that by lasso. What we can do now is go direct to Unrolling. Let's stick Airline in. It's 10,000 feet. Lights. Passengers are seated. It's a rather hectic approach, hasn't it? I didn't set the radios yet on any of these courses. What's the runway course? Let's have a look. Runway is bang on 230. I'm going to set that for now and I can alter it as I need it. Excellent, so we're going to follow LNAV around now. If we can just probably stick it, you know, it's not a thing we can do anymore. Set to 1,000 feet per minute, we can bring the speed rate back in now. We should be able to make a gentle descent from this point. I'm not seeing the airport anywhere. How far is it from us? About 20 miles off to our sort of about 10 o'clock-ish. Well, this is fun, isn't it? I'm going to want to Ryan on now. Set weather off. Noise needed. 4.7 for a molly. I don't know what that DME is reading out. Is that reading out the ADF or the VOR? That is my question. Okay, so you want to see how we'll leave it. We'll get the 0.5 is a thing that's probably worth having. We will change that frequency on 0.5 as we turn it on to final. So actually it's probably worth having 115.7 over here then. So we always had that as a backup, and then we change that to 110.5 as we turn, because that's the ILS approach. So although it's the well, the ILS is for 0.5, it will still give us a localizer for the radial of 230. We can ignore the glide because it won't have one, but it also gives us a localizer reading. Good, right, we are getting places. Excellent, okay. Keep not heading up. 1,000 feet per minute is doing us fine. Is there any speed restrictions we need to be cautious of? It's max 180 knots at lasso. I think it is anyway. Unless that's just in the hold, but nothing was free for this. Yeah, I think it is max 190 knots. Actually, it's 4,000 all the way around from Molly. Well, we are going to make that probably. So, yeah, we'll pass to Molly. So that's alright though. I'm assuming that's not in a sort of like one of them bold writing with the line above and below it, or the line above it. So it's not an enforced constraint. I think it's just what you are expected to usually follow. So it's not like an enforced constraint. So we can just get out of that. So we're not able to go lower than 3,700 in this area. That is our absolute running altitude. Good, okay, so it's Oscar here. I'm going to slow to 220 knots now. So I'll bring the speed back. So that's about 500 feet per minute. There you go, that speed should start dropping. It's a lovely wing view there. Can we see the airport? There's the airport there. Cool. Got a good visual now. So what we can do is we can use these islands for sort of like a visual guidance as well. So checking on the approach starts here. Supposed to fly sort of straight over the centre of this one here, and then on this one here we sort of skim the side of it. It's down there, so we can make the approach. I believe anyway. I've lost sight of the runway now. So in onto the lasso now. So 9, we are going to make 5,000 by that point. So 220 is reached. I'm going to set the engine start rate to continuous. Camera crew, seat for landing. Just get them seated early. This is going to be a bit of a bumpy approach. Now we are below the transition, so let's go and get the QNH set. The QNH is 1009er. Rather sketchy approach this. Is there anything else I missed? No, there's no approach checklist, so fine. Just match this to 104. There we go, we're level off at 4,000 now. So level to 200 knots, flap 1. Okay, leveling off. Okay, with regards to altitude after lasso, by rocker we want to be maybe 2,800 by the looks of it. Lasso we descend out to 3,000 after lasso. So I believe we are overhead lasso now. Let's zoom this in. Yep, okay. Let's book 3,000. It's slow to 180 knots. Flap 5. Excellent, okay, so radio is 039 down here, 3,000 feet vertical speed. Let's start bringing it down slowly. We want to be at 3,000, just a little bit below rocket here. Now that's going to get us down very early, so let's do about minus 500. What's that going to give us? Yeah, that's good. Okay, we'll do that. Still looking for the airport. It's sort of off to our 10 o'clock again. There it is. Okay. It has been hectic, hasn't it? Crazy. What's going on? Alright, in at ref. 40, still the same speeds. So at the beep, I'm freezing. That shouldn't be tilted up. I forgot to tilt that back after takeoff. Whoops. Right. We can probably on the speed brake now. So if I don't need it again, that's not something I have to worry about. I want to be pretty much fully configured by Rorker, so I can make this approach with ease, hopefully. Right, gear down. Flat 15, not 25, thank you. Okay, gears down. Set 170 knots. Good, okay, we'll assume we've been cleared to land now to get all the retracts on, tax light, everything on. Now, this approach, Trackr will be really handy, but it's not really a thing that works in Xplane very well. I don't have any other views ever use Trackr, so I'm not going to do that. There's the airport. Good. Just all the way back around to 10. I want to set this on centre map now. Good. I set up to 2000, keep going down please. And all the way back to, what, 140 knots I reckon for the turn. And then 145 knots will raise the speed off our turning. Minus 700. Oh, that nice forge actually, I don't want to go down too fast here. Then we send rather quickly and during this turn. So we're slow enough now, so flat 40. All the flaps coming out. Look at that. Got a screenshot moments here. Good, okay. So landing checklist. So that, hang on a minute. My aircraft. Landing checklist, cabin call done. Slide is continuous. Spin brake arm, gears down. Flaps are 40. Set green light. Excellent. So let's begin the approach. I want to set this to 4,000 for this approach altitude. Come on, there we go. Flight directors off for now. Auto throttle can also go off. I set the final approach here, which is 136. Just trying to get a visual on the airport. There it is. A little bit low. Just on that D, but we can't go any further than that ring, so let's be careful with that. There it is, actually, we need to lose some height here. Quite drastically, actually. So you will lose quite a lot in the turn, but you all need to be cautious of this. Here's the runway. See, we're good with altitude as far as I can see. If we are high, we can easily bleed off some altitude and speed in the turn. Turning out.
minimum.
On mate. Puppy's seem to be telling me it'd be too high here last time I landed here. I was like almost perfect, but it was full white, so I'm not gonna take much notice of them.
500. 400.
This is a good turn there.
300.
I just need to land, which is easier said than done.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Okay, that's what it was. Versus. $70 knots, 60 knots, I'll reverse, auto-rip on. And welcome to Split. Whoa. Right, let's do a quick turn around here. Stop the clock. And, well, that was tense to say the least. It worked out right in the end. I'm surprised, to be honest. I didn't think that was going to go too well when the whole FMC drama started happening, but it seemed to go right in the end. I think it's a good job that I made that turn finally, because I'm just nailed that by luck. Like, I couldn't really see what I was doing very well. That was just nailed entirely by luck. Get the APU online, because it's a very short taxi to stand, so get stuff going. Strobe, actually you need to leave that on until past the holding point. Zero stowed, flaps up. Let's do a nice slow taxi in because we have a lot to clean up. Decast to standby. If you're still starting, okay, now get the strobe off. It's a little bit of a bounce there on landing, but it's alright. Second, what I found is when you idle the power, it just seems to just drop. So I was leaving the power until very late there, but I took out just a moment too early, so it kind of dropped on me a bit, but it's okay. Okay, the APU is online. Pitot heats can go to off. Turn offs and taxi can go off. We'll park here on the right. Okay. Camera crew doors to manual and cross check. Thank you. Have radar off. Out the stand. I don't want to pull all the way forward here because you see these taxi lines, it wants to stop here, but we also need to turn out by that line when I go back to Leeds. So I don't want to park too far forward. So yeah, I'll just see how this goes. A little bit further forward. About there. Stop. Locker set. Good. APU on the bus. Cut the engines. Right, good. Engine spooling down. APU, no passenger signs can go off. Message about open APU bleed. That should be set to ground. Let's leave a fuel pump on for the APU. Still spooling down. It waits, I guess, below 20% and 1 before we can turn the anti-collision light off and get the ground handling in. That's good. Nearly there. Hydraulics can go off. We aren't Ryanair, so we don't leave them on the turnaround. 20%, anti-collision lights off. Ground services, get the GPU connected. Okay, the APU now go off. These both packs can go off, APU bleed off. And we'll also go to ground handling. Let's get ourselves some handling here. Good. Right, anything else I missed? We can stop the block time now, assuming this the chocks are set. 2 hours 49 minutes, not bad. Good, I think that is everything, I believe. Let's open the window. Welcome to a lovely warm Split. Whoa, that was definitely a tense approach, to say the least. I didn't think we were going to get that down that well there. I thought this video wasn't going to go too well, but it was alright in the end. Bit of improvisation still works, I guess, if something doesn't work the way you want it to. Just to get all the waypoints put in, heading select, and then visual at the end. And stuff like this, I wish Xplane had the same sort of track IR sports P3D, because then we could still use my views, and then I could still look around. Well, I suppose it's the same as Chaseplane, isn't it? Yeah, with track IR, I can't use any of my preset views, and like you can't just turn it off. You gotta go into settings and turn it off that way, which is a bit annoying, so that's why I didn't use it. But yeah, regardless of that, it still turned out to be alright. I'm not sure what the landing rate was. Let's have a look if it has detected it or not. -176, so that's alright. So yeah guys, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. I thought that approach was very fun. Turned out to be alright in the end, despite my doubts at first. Yeah, so thanks so much for watching guys. Let me know if you thought the IXEG as well. If you want to see more of this, then of course let me know. If you don't, then of course let me know, and I will go whatever you want to see, because obviously this channel is based on what you want to see. So yeah, get the cargo doors open. So yeah, anyway, thanks so much for watching guys, and I'll see you all next time. Ta-ra.